chanter, voulez chanter, voulez chanter, voulez chanter. Mix blade with guitar, step blade and NE, innovative device project, transparent team, awesome community.
Hello, crypto. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing well. Another week has gone by with not much activity. In the background, there's a lot of activity, but markets still just trundling along. Nothing really good. Maybe you could say something's really bad. Absolutely insane hack. People all over Twitter, X are screaming about decentralized finance not even being decentralized. Well, the debate on that can go on and on and on. But one thing's for sure, Blaze is fully decentralized. Diamonds has very, very, very few admin keys. So Pulse Wars has a shit ton of admin keys. So yeah, but $280 million gone because of a exploit in KelpDAO. Now, when you break that down, it was almost like having a one person can sign a multi-sig. That's a simple way to put it. Imagine setting up multi-million dollar infrastructure, and there's a point of failure where one wallet site can get taken over and used to sign transactions. The whole lot's gone. No multi-sig, 2 of 3 signers or anything. Just a simple 1 of 1 sign, money gone. And then all sorts of other shenanigans going on with freezing wallets, recovering stolen funds, decentralized finance that is not decentralized at all. So yes, the market's a bit stale still. A little bit of hope, a little bit of a pump in Ethereum. I felt a little bit of pullback again. And just same as always, working our asses off in the background and waiting for some real pumpage. So, Rich Landon, how's it going, sir? Going pretty good. He's probably at work. And someone's probably come up, wrapped his window.
No, it's good. I was just looking for the browser. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, all good. Just busy. We're chatting a lot at the minute. We're working on a lot of things in the background. Gold is your gold project, built on top of diamonds, is kind of finished. Just polishing the edges and kind of. I know, speaking to you, speaking to other builders, that there's nobody feels a real rush to get anything out at this minute in time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not feeling any kind of pressure. I'm not seeing a market that's clamoring for a launch, so it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people shouting. I mean, it is a fair point about a lot of these really big things that claim that are not. We had a conversation earlier on about your take on what's your take on admin keys and decentralization.
I absolutely, yeah, my stance here. I really would like to have a hands-off protocol where I can't change anything, but there needs to be a period where the training wheels can be left on until it's in the best interest of all holders, users, to be able to do that. And so I feel like that's a place where I'm going to get to on diamonds for sure, is after gold's launch and we see how that impact is, and if there's nothing to change, I think the project would be in its 6th month maybe by then. It's time to let it fly.
Yeah. That's what for me, obviously, it's one of the best things about Blaze is that it was just launched, set, and let the thing run. Steve DeFi was always like, even look at Volt and the way he was talking about Volt lately, that even when he launched that when he's talking now about it, is like, yeah, I launched it. It's not up to me to do anything. It's done. Work with it. And whenever we were building Blaze, it was very much like that. He was a big fan of full decentralization, no admin keys at all. I love it, but I do think that, like you said, for projects, you've got to be careful at the start. You do have to be careful at the start. It's fine. I suppose it depends how many things the project has to do. Blaze, in a way, is a fairly simple thing. The contracts that were all set, none of them needed to be changed. They were all fine. But other projects maybe do have things that do need tweaked along the way. So it's a never ending debate, in my opinion. Everything's got a fair spot. But things that are disguised as decentralized, that aren't, I'm against that.
Yeah, right.
What about, give me your opinion on this? Because Richard Hart talks about decentralization, and it's fucking insane that yes, Hex fully decentralized, Epic in that term, but how can it be called decentralized if the OA owns 90% of the supply?
Yeah. I really, you just hope that he has good intentions throughout, and that's the thing. You're putting your trust in one person, and that's something that we need to get away from. We can't put our trust in one person to always do the right thing, or to always be there. Period. They could get run over or get struck by lightning.
Yeah, I'll say this: the project that I'm working on at the minute, my own little project at the minute, Project 28. It is not fully decentralized at the start, but I do plan to let that project be taken over after the first year by a DAO. Um, and I suppose why I'm mentioning that now is because you said about trust. Whenever I launch this thing, there will be a multi-sig. Potentially, if this happens, there'll be a multi-sig, and I am expecting people to trust me to do the right thing at the start. There is a roadmap. There is a way that this thing is going to be built out over the first year, and it's kind of like you say, it's kind of going to go out, and the training wheels will come off. Different things will happen as the year progresses, but we do need to get away from trust. But I'm hoping that I've built up enough trust in people to want to invest in something that I build, knowing that as it progresses, the trust will become less and less and less. And after the first year, there's an option for the holders to vote to completely remove me as the owner of the protocol. Only bringing that up because you mentioned about trying to get away from trust. I think it can be important to have it, but also we don't really want to have to do it.
Yeah. I mean, like I mentioned this last week, but my hang up is the way that we have entrained ourselves to think is that DeFi is okay to have a deck screener full of red flags when we know good and well that the general public is looking at that as negatives. So I'm in a pursuit to try to remove those red flags, and in doing so, it requires you to denounce the project, provide a certain amount of liquidity locked up, have no admin keys. So in order to clean up your act, that's what you got to do to look legit.
Yeah, but then look legit. Look at these big multi-million-dollar corporation crypto companies that look legit but are completely the opposite.
Yeah, no, that's that too.
Fucking whatever. 14 years of 14 years of crypto, maybe more now, is it? And it still is fucking gray all over as it's ever been.
It's like these landmines are in the field somewhere, and they just can't find them until one day you step on one.
No, I did see I seen a post about the amount that's been hacked already this year. It's not, I mean, the 280 or whatever, 280, 290 million is by far the biggest of the year so far. But yeah, there's been a nice steady stream of pretty big hacks all of 2026 so far.
Can you imagine if that's your line of business? Is that I'm going to look for a weak protocol to take to attack? That's what my line of business is. Can you imagine if that was your stance on crypto in your life, whatever?
Yeah, final. Yeah, let's just fucking find exploits and yes, as if everybody's not getting screwed enough by everything else.
You just hope your trail is clean enough where you won't be on the run after it.
Shit. All right, let's get a dig into a few things here now. Let's see. Share screen. What are we going to look at first here today? Let's see. Sure. Okay. We'll go to Titan X Open first. Have a look at the bubbles. What's the bubbles look like today? Not bad, not bad. More green than red, I would say there. Blazed down a little tiny bit, 1.7%. No really big moves. No really big move today. Titan X pulling back a little bit. They pull back a little bit on the dip. Oh, actually, quite a nice rally there today. More than I actually realized. I was just watching up 10% the last couple of days. See how close we're going to get to this all-time low. Didn't need to go down too much more to make a new all-time low there, did it? Another 10% dip. We would have been there. But it'd be nice to see us not revisit this $50 a billion. Just while we're looking at that, X28. X28, this just seems somebody sold some diamonds just before the stream today. That's why there's a little tiny wick here on this daily candle on X28. Obviously went through that pool. Titan X ratio, okay. I like this. Anything under 80, kind of like it. A couple of hours ago, it was just above this 80 mark. It was going, no, I don't think I'll DCA, but maybe another wee bit of a dip down. Maybe another bit of a dip down, 75, 70 again. Buy territory for me. Ecosystem volume. 50K. We looked at this last week. Rich, it was 30. I think it was 30K, wasn't it, last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice bit of a jump in ecosystem volume this week as well. And then Blaze 150K market cap. Crazy. Diamonds was creeping up the market cap rankings. 53K market cap. 26K liquidity. Important to mention as well. There's another liquidity. You created a diamond as well. So I would have thought maybe it's quite deceiving at times when you see liquidity here, and if there's another pool, that it doesn't actually bring in that volume or that TVL as well. I mean, diamonds, if you filter by liquidity, I'm just nosing through this. Diamonds ranked number 12, 26K liquidity. There's another nearly 10K in the other pool, which actually pops it way up here, like almost level with it'll pop up over ORX for liquidity, be almost up at the level of X28, which is quite significant, that such a small protocol with so few holders would have liquidity up around the same as X28 and creeping up some of the bigger protocols in the ecosystem.
Yeah, it's fine to fly under the radar and just surprise them, like, out of nowhere. Who's this?
Yeah, fly under the radar is definitely fine. That's why, okay, we'll dig in. We don't want to stay on the stream too long tonight, Rich. it's just I've actually fucking work to do. I'm having to drag myself away from working on all the stuff that I'm building at the minute to even come on these streams on a Tuesday night. But I wanted to just quickly flick through. We'll dig into diamonds in a minute, but I wanted to quickly flick through a few things to show just how much we've got going on, but also how everything that we're working on does tie together, and a few reasons behind it. So obviously Blaze is our starting point. We are always at the minute thinking of new ways to market Blaze to the wider crypto ecosystem, the wider crypto community. Whenever I get some of these things out of the way, we've already started creating some new types of content that we can put out. But Blaze is the starting point. You know, you need Blaze to participate in diamonds, and then diamonds is needed to participate in gold. Gold is going to bring some really nice new features to the ecosystem, different kinds. You know, you think of in the ecosystem rewards. Where are the rewards in the ecosystem? There's been Ethereum, Titan Act payouts. You know, not much else apart from that. With gold, you're going to be bringing some new types of rewards to the ecosystem. I'm excited to see that. So these three calls are very interlinked, and we have a few. I'm working personally on a few other things that can help people understand the intricacies of how these tie together, how the supply of one begins to affect the other. It's funny, even with Blaze, it's kind of well overlooked that we're sitting at $300,000, 888-day payout. The Titan X 888-day payout ended up at $2 million. I mean, we've got another maybe 7 or 8 months of paying into this, maybe a couple of months of really strong upside. Our payout could be massive in terms of, you know, market cap and holders. This 888-day payout, when it actually happens, could be a much bigger ratio to, you know, holders to amount, market cap to amount, than what Titan X had for their 888-day pool or payout pool. So all these things, Blaze, diamonds, gold mine, all working together, and we have more features coming to all of them. Utah's favorite project of all probably is Inferno. Inferno X works the same as X28. You can mint Inferno X with Inferno, and that will be it's an omni-fungible token that can go to any of the chains that we begin to that can support the layer 0 protocol tokens. Again, Utah's working on marketing for this, never forgot about, but nobody really cares about memes at this minute in time. It's strange that I need to get my head around how a coin can have a $600 market cap and there's more liquidity than there is market cap. I've never seen that before. I think every token that exists is in the LP, something crazy like that. Yeah, something mad like that. So working on all these protocols, obviously as well, Inferno does have a Blaze Inferno. Its main liquidity pool when it launched was with Blaze, so that still exists. They're still tied together in that way. And then I just want to quickly share something else. I need to pop on. Oh shit! There's Utah. Utah, how's it going?
Permabull, wake up.
Utah. Okay, and then let's have a look. I'm sure he'll pop in at some stage here. Let's see. Yeah. If we have one of the main things with Inferno was to try and we've got Inferno X to take it omni-chain. We have had over on Pulsechain a Inferno Wrap Pulse pool and an Inferno Emit pool. Anybody that's got Inferno Emit has held up very, very well over on Pulsechain, and we've been providing here at this farm and earning pretty well, recompounding the fees back in, earning Emit, earning DAI in this protocol. So check this out. If farming's your kind of thing and you have Inferno, do check out this over there. And then we've got Inferno Omni-Chain plus over on Pulsechain where you can actually use it to farm in the Emit protocol. And then where the fuck is that gone there? Yeah, Pulse Wars. I've been doing a lot of work in the background getting Pulse Wars stroke trade brawl back. It actually works again on Pulsechain. I've got it fixed that it works. The mini game that we have works on Pulsechain. The main game I'm working at the minute on changing all the coins. We're going to have really nice, cool, fresh coins on Pulsechain, but we're also going to be incorporating a lot. So we're never there before for certain reasons that I've been able to fix, but we can have a lot of the Titan X ecosystem coins added into this game. And I will also have in the future, we'll also have a Ethereum based version to play as well. And again, these things tie in. These can help with marketing. They can create use cases for coins. They can introduce partnerships that might not exist before. And all these different things are things that we're just working on in the background, that when the market does start to turn, we're laying these foundations now. There's kind of so much to take in and so much to work on, but it's like every day, everything that I'm working on just creeps that little bit closer to being finished, to being working, to finalizing some partnerships. So in the background, this is just a snapshot of the amount of stuff that we've got going on in the background. All projects that we've launched before, never given up on, always adding to, and always looking for ways to improve them. For me personally, nearly all of these things should be finished in the next 4 weeks. And once that's done, it really is just a case of focusing then on marketing, partnerships, and finding out how we can get the attention of people outside Titan X in to look at all these protocols. Funny, here for my weekly hint, what P28 is. I mentioned it at the start of the stream just because we were talking about trust and decentralization. You can see here, I'll give you a few components of it. Seed round for raising funds to help with liquidity in the X28 ecosystem, reward pools for people who lock their tokens for a matter of time, a continuous engine for adding liquidity and creating new coins, distributing all the revenue from the protocol to many, many different places that benefit the ecosystem, swaps, and then governance. So that's again, a lot of new features, some things in there that we haven't really seen in the ecosystem yet as well. So look, yeah, mountains of stuff happening, all of which I'm very excited about. Anything you two want to say about any of that?
Yo. Say yo. No, I think, you provide the same sort of grit and commitment that I have for anything that I put out as well. I mean, I hate to see something that I had something to do with just flounder and do nothing. So constantly trying to think of how to build on it. And actually my pursuit to build came from, I wanted my investments like for instance, Blaze. I was a large stakeholder in Blaze in the Diamond Hen Club. So I wanted to figure out how to, support that going forward. And that's where the idea, where diamonds came from. And I approached Utah, and we came up with an idea to work on this. And yeah, I support the same vision to work on the things we put out. I mean, I've got some other things out there, but I just can't do it all at one time.
Yeah, and this is a great time for me. It is a great time. I think even until recently, maybe even until the start of the year, end of last year, there was still always felt like there was a little bit of pressure that you had to make something happen. Because, we were expecting and still hoping that there was going to be some turn in the market, and that, I think everybody's accepted now that we just, we've got a nice bit of time here now to get stuck into all these things. We don't need to rush anything. We can sit back, look at everything for how it is, and, sort of plan for where we want to be in, 6 months to 9 months from now, rather than let's fucking get something out here and, build it, get it out, see where we're going. It's nice to have the time right now to just work on these things with not too much pressure. Exactly the situation you're in with gold, where you've got it built and you can kind of tweak it, look at it, and just wait. And it's not even time in the market. It's just the fact that there's not much appetite for a lot of things at the minute.
Yeah, the one I do feel a little bit of FOMO from the price of Bitcoin being in the so-called dip part of the range. I really would like to launch it because all the mining that comes in is going to immediately buy the Bitcoin and stick it in the staking pool. So to me, that I do feel a little bit of pressure from that side, but I'm not going to launch it till we're completely ready. And I got some things I'm still working on too before I can do it. So yeah, but I would like to get the Bitcoin before it starts running up.
Yeah, I feel you. Again, and saying all this, working on all these different projects, pulling them all together to be in a position where whenever we do start to see a little bit of excitement, we've got many great options for people that are pre-planned, and we're not going to be scrambling and working going, fuck, I need to get this done, need to get that done. Hopefully we'll be in a position where we've got a lot of this stuff set and we can just, focus on marketing, teaching, communicating with people about all these things. Utah, you haven't said anything yet. What are you at there?
Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. Very, very loud and clear.
Oh, I was having some issues with my microphone here. I apologize. I've been testing some stuff. Let's just say that. Some different
Your
things.
Voice. You've been singing, have you?
No. There's a lot of different applications out right now, so I wanted to try some things. I wanted to see if I went to Twitter Spaces as the Infernal Bull on that account, if I was able to translate into whatever voice I felt like using for the bull. And so if I could jump on Spaces as the Infernal Bull and use my voice, but it sounds like the bull, right? And so I'm on all these, if I jump on all these different spaces as the bull and it sounds like the bull and it's being interpreted as the bull, kind of make a character out of it, and bring the bull to life. So I'm just trying some different things. Why not, Absolutely. It's about attention. So if you can do something different, bring some attention. I mean, who doesn't love the bull? So yeah, that's what I'm messing with. I'm getting my ass kicked, needless to say.
Yeah, I seen you put out a post on the Infernal Bull X feed for the first time in a while, was it?
Yeah, I did. Just kind of seeing what's going on. I mean, it's a ghost town out here. Pretty much. I don't know who's left. I think just the diehards are left now, which is good.
Yeah. There's actually, it's funny you say that. There's not much shit talk going on at the minute. I think everybody's been that pissed off for so long that nobody's got anything left to be pissed off about. There's not even anybody fighting with each other anymore.
Yeah, hopefully it's a nice, good rinse. We don't have people dumping on us on our way up. All the fudders, even the fudders, we outlasted the fudders. They're gone. They ran away.
Yeah, and again, something just popped back into my mind there when I was talking about us building all these things and to add to the ecosystem, our ecosystems, to add to our protocols. We're seeing it as a good, it's almost like, what it's a strange way to put it, but DCN into our own infrastructure. We're investing in more time and money into code, audits, marketing, and you've been saying a lot, all this time about DCN, taking little nibbles here and there. That's part of the reason why I'm happy where we're at. I've spent this time not just building, but also, nibbling away and building the stacks of coins that I believe in, and our own coins too. That again, when things change, just a little pump in this market, Titan X 2-3, 2-3x Titan X, Ethereum ends up pushing back up towards 5k, something like that. As soon as that happens, we're going to have a lot of funds in our protocols. It's going to add a lot of strength to the things we've been saying, to the things that we've been building. And still nobody, or very, very few people here at this minute in time, care or want to pay attention.
Yeah, I've managed to become a whale in a couple protocols that I really like in the Titan X ecosystem that honestly I wouldn't have been able to afford to become a whale in, a year and a half ago. So, we're just straight up down to believers. Do you believe this shit's going to work? Do you believe in this ecosystem or not? And if you do, it's time to load up.
Yeah, it's funny, that Project 28 I started working on it a while ago, and the first goal was to launch it 8 days before day 888. It was going to have like a 16-day launch period. This was the first idea. Rush in, get it out for day 888. But it's like that came and went so long ago, and it didn't even matter that the thought of that narrative launching around that time. So I thought it was going to be day 888, absolute nothing burger, really. So underwhelming to say the least, when they at one stage, $5-6 million Ethereum was on up. The reality of day 888 was a lot more underwhelming than it could have been, or we were even expecting. But then I suppose it's because there's fucking not too many people here left, Karen.
Isn't it wild? The biggest payout ever for stakers in Titan X, and it was a nothing burger. $2 million, and it's like a nothing burger. That's just how bad the sentiment is. That's how bad the sentiment is in crypto. And if you're in small communities like ours, it's ultra bad. It's there's just a few people left, but that's all it takes. There's still a lot of people holding that just aren't here. And once we get any kind of reversal, they'll come back. It'll hype up just like it does. That's crypto for you. And when it moves fast, and so that's my biggest fear, is not going lower. My biggest fear is not being here and have loaded up with all this opportunity and all this time we've had to build positions, having this thing just start ripping and not be in position for it. The level of regret I would have for myself, and this is just for me personally, I would be so fucking mad at myself if I didn't take advantage of this opportunity and this shit started ripping without me. That's just where I'm at with it.
Yeah, but it can't anymore. We've got ourselves two I don't know, we're too well entrenched now to get left behind. We've own protocols, we own infrastructure, we're building more infrastructure. Not only that, about our, we've got our own bags. We can't get left behind. We're here for once anything starts moving. Even like I was showing before, even if ETH does start to rip at some stage, that Blaze 888 payout pool is going to draw attention to our protocol no matter what. If it's starting to pump towards that time, so it's felt and seemed a little bit hopeless at times, but it's far fucking from it.
Yeah, if Ethereum rips between now and then, which is November, and there's a damn good chance it will be, and there's only going to be one way in to get those diamond hand tickets, and that's diamond certificates from the Diamonds protocol. So like, who knows, man? Maybe we time it just right. Who knows? And if we do, holy shit, that would be poetic justice, because we never fucking left. We stayed the course. We kept going, even when everybody else was going e-commerce and chasing fucking oil and gold and silver or whatever the fuck they were doing. You know, chasing all these pumps and shit. We just stayed here and stayed solid and kept going. Oh man, it would be beautiful. You know what? We fucking deserve that 888 win. So do our holders, man. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Tell
Captain
us how you feel.
Canada. And we will be here with diamond hands. Yep. You said something there, Rich, or somebody said something?
I said, tell us how you feel, Utah.
You know, you deserve it too, bro. You got your diamond hand tickets. Let's fucking go.
Yes, sir. I am definitely waiting for that day. I'd love to see ETH make a new high here before November.
All right. Is there anything I fired through a lot of stuff there? You know, personally, things that I'm working on, I'm looking at. That's not everything either. You know, I've got some things cooking that will tie a lot of these protocols together. And like I say, in another, maybe hopefully 4 weeks, something like that, maybe a little bit longer, we can start talking in more detail about some of these things that we're really working our asses off at in the background. So, but is there anything else, anything you guys want to touch on or look at in particular?
I think I'm good.
Let's look at that.
Really?
Let's look at that X28 ratio that's been creeping up behind the scenes that nobody's paying attention to anymore.
Yeah, 2 seconds. I was just looking at that. It was because I nibbled 2 weeks ago. I got it at about 70%. Nice little fucking DCA about 2 weeks ago. But it was creeping up. I need to change the screen that we're looking at.
While you're looking for that, I can say this. I started some diamond miners a week ago, and I could see just from that alone, the ETH that comes in buys that X28 at 60% of whatever came in, and it pushes this X28 ratio closer. It's so easy to move it.
It is so easy to move it, and we mentioned this last week. I'm nibbling all it, like, fucking hell. Yeah. The supply can end up in a lot of good hands if it's nice and quiet for a little bit longer. Is all. That ratio, Utah. Yeah, I got a nice little nibble. I think about 2 weeks ago, somewhere around here, the 70 region, and it's had a nice little bit of a pullback. I looked yesterday; it was going to buy some more yesterday, and I thought, that old fucking argument, 20% discount's just not good enough.
Yeah, nobody wants it at a 20% discount. It's not enough.
Yeah.
Look at it this way, though. $48 for $1 billion. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it does.
That sounds pretty good, right?
It does. Let's see. Is that what it's sitting there at the minute? Yeah, $48 a billion. Yep. The sale volume 530. It's that sale volume. It was crazy when I was looking at this earlier on. I got sitting for about half an hour in a little bit of peace where I didn't have time to work on any of the projects, and I was just looking at my own portfolio, looking for some deals on the market. And when I seen this X28 pair, there was something like something like $25 a volume. There was no sale, but there was only $25 a buy volume. That big sale at 5:30, I think, was just solely in diamonds. Let's have a look. People exiting through diamonds. There, maybe not all. 434 of a sale, 513 sale volume. That's probably exited out through 1 hour 23 minutes ago. Probably be the same. Yeah, 1 hour 23 minutes ago. So the ratio is looking nice. I mean, back down to 65. Don't know. What do you think, Utah?
Yeah, I was up to 0.8 today, and then somebody wanted to sell, I guess. So, yep, back down. That's okay. Just keeps inching on up.
Yep.
I see Penny's in the comments here.
We
need to get him back on stream.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe in the next, get another few weeks down the line, and maybe start to invite people back on. In fact, just we're gonna show this. Hold on to a see. Give me a second. Go chat about something there for a minute while I find this. Or don't. I lost my X profile. Yeah, there's been a lot of people losing their Rich lost his and his gold page. And notice, and actually one of the things I'm going to share, a project over on Pulsechain called RhinoFi, they lost their Twitter account as well, suspended. Do you want to talk about that, Rich, or mention anything?
Yeah, it's like a 15-year account. I mean, I was on Twitter before crypto came out. It's fucking fucked up. And you don't get a say in the matter. It's like a switch. They turn it off and they don't tell you what happened. They just real vague, inauthentic behavior. Like, shut up. I mean, show me what's up. And no, nothing. And I want to, if I even had the ability, I want to say, Elon, what the fuck up is free speech? We don't have it.
Man, that is, dude, I feel bad for RhinoFi. You know, those guys seem really cool. I know you've had them on here before, and they just seem like solid dudes out in the altcoin space trying to do the right thing and build some solid protocols for people. It's frustrating, man. Life's hard enough out here, you know, in these fucking trenches.
We mentioned that when me and Rich were talking about it the other day, going, all right, you know, even look back at all the shit we were talking about at the start of the stream tonight, you know, a lot of the fucking absolute nonsense that goes on in crypto, but there are fucking genuine people here that are trying to build things that they believe in, like us, where, you know, we're trying to build things that hopefully can bring people value, and we're doing it openly, hopefully honestly, and with integrity, and you can get just switched off just like that. And that to me is an absolute fucking, yeah, it's fucking disaster. Like, absolutely disgusting that can happen, because like having something that you didn't put effort into it, Rich, but you know, having a social profile that you've had for 15 years, you just get switched off like that at the time when you actually fucking need it is it's just fucking bollocks.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do. You know, I mean, I keep thinking is X our only way to market crypto? I mean, coming down to it, it kind of looks like it's it.
Okay, so actually, I agree. We were talking about this. You know, X is where we do all our marketing, pretty much all of it. then maybe this is an opportunity to look somewhere else to start doing other things. And that's what I am doing, a little bit of that in the background, trying to come up with different things that we haven't done before. But look at this, lads. It's just funny that all this kind of tied together. I really didn't plan to show this or look at this, but look at this. So RhinoFi, mentioning their Twitter feed, got taken away. So they didn't have any other socials. They lost their X account. They didn't have any other socials. I think Max is doing a bit of work for them. It has been for some time. And I think he fired up a TikTok and an Instagram and a YouTube page. But check this out, lads. Check this out. Fucking.
One thing I don't think people are paying enough attention to is how deep the RhinoFi liquidity actually is. Yeah, what is actually going on? It's tens of RhinoFi. This pair has over $16,000. This shows that we can see that Emit
Max is fucking killing it now. He's starting to create what do you call it? Actual videos and actual content videos on YouTube for RhinoFi. Digging into the details of the projects. I didn't even know he was doing this. I just seen this today.
The wee lad out there shilling.
He's working hard. RhinoFi.
Good for him.
Now Rhino, head over to the website and
it did make me laugh. He's getting just getting fucking stuck in, working hard for the protocols that have him on the payroll, you know, trying to do something, trying to add a bit of value and do something a bit different that they haven't done before. They never had a YouTube, and like I say, they've got I think they've spun up a TikTok. Their first video they put out got like 1,000 views in the first couple of hours. So maybe there's something there.
Pull up Penny's comments.
What have we got? Okay, just there. Penny Crypto 369 is my new one. I'll figure it out. TikTok is great for short form content. TikTok, yep. They seem to have some success over there already. Is that you clicking things, Utah?
Yeah, you missed the first one. He lost his X profile too.
Oh yeah, did I not bring that up? I just read it in my head. Just read it in my head.
They're out here trying to kill us bulls, man.
Yeah.
The fucking bears are out in full force everywhere.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Okay. I don't think I followed Penny's new account, so I'll definitely get on there after the stream and get a follow there. What's he saying? I'll give you Captain Canada. Look at this. We're here bringing the community together, providing support to the low lives of society who don't deserve to have Twitter profiles. Thanks, Cap. Gotta support our brothers in arms. Damn right. Okay, I'm gonna start wrapping up here. We didn't dig too deep into anything tonight, but I think we've shown, or I've shown what I'm working on. Utah, anything you want to say before we start wrapping up?
Nah, just give Penny a follow. Everybody start following Penny, man. It's ugly out here. You know what? There's no way we don't fucking win, okay? With all of this shit, with everything going on and all this shit and everyone against us, you know what? There's no way we don't fucking win, okay? We're gonna fucking win. This is bullshit.
I fucking love it. Well said. Well said. I firmly believe that too, man. That's why we're fucking here, not giving up. Utah, do you have a new account? Utah still has his. His Twitter's really boring. Don't worry about it.
Shut the hell
At
up.
least it's got one.
You obviously didn't start a new one, Rich. No.
No, I didn't, because they said they would follow me and figure it out. So I was like, they scared me, I guess.
All right, you want to touch on anything else, Rich, or good to wrap it up?
I'm good to wrap it up. We're just hanging there, folks.
Yeah, we'll be back again next week talking about hopefully everything will be a little bit further along the line. It was starting to push up between it would go to 2400 a few days ago. It's kind of going, 24 is quite exciting. It doesn't need to pop up too much past there to get people excited again, I don't think.
That's what I was saying earlier. I mean, it's really kind of sneaking up. It's inching up a little bit here and there. Next thing you know, 2,700 we'd be looking at.
I think that could be the thing, everybody expecting Bitcoin to do another dump back to 200-week moving average, people calling 60K, 45K. And I've seen, quite smart people talking about what if it just never happens? What if it just sidelines, sideways for a while? The dip never comes, and everybody, like Utah says, gets left fucking sidelined, waiting for the big dip that never comes.
Yeah, I can't time the market, so I just stay in it.
That's yeah. Me too, man. Me too.
Fucking soldiers. Goddamn soldiers.
Right, I'll chat to you both after the stream. Quite enjoyed that little chat tonight. Hope you can see we are fucking dedicated to Pulsechain, Titan X, our own projects. We're continually build and continually thinking of what you have not seen. Even the stuff I showed tonight, it's the tip of the fucking iceberg. When this market turns, we are going to have so much ready to take advantage. So fucking get behind our protocols, learn what we're doing, and come on the fucking ride with us. Fuck all them other hoes. Come with us.
Down in the crypto holler, there's a gym called Diamond's Bright. 4 ways to join the fun, each one standing on its own right. Pick 1, 2, 3 or all, no strings to tie 'em tight. Check the white paper for details, it'll set you straight tonight. Oh, diamonds, shiny diamonds, independent as can be. Mix 'em up or pick a favorite, rewards for you and me. Diamonds, shiny diamonds, easy ways to win the game. Yeehaw, grab you, holler out the diamond's name. On 10, 20, 225, a store opens wide. Buy diamond certificates, we're here to hold them with pride. Earn these rewards every 28 days, steady as the tide. Long as you keep them NFTs, the goodies keep on coming inside. Oh, diamonds, shiny diamonds, independent as can be. Mix them up or pick your favorite, rewards for you and me. Diamonds, shiny diamonds, easy ways to win the game. Yeehaw, grab you, holler out the